The assignment is already on the Google Classroom. The assignment, I would like some of us to actually share our screen so that I can see what you have done so far. So who can share the screen to show us what you have done or what you have practiced so far on the microbit? Anybody who is volunteering? Who is volunteering to go? Okay, David Shamshedi. I guess this is also the assignment you wanted to show us. If I'm correct. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please submit it to the Google Classwork so that it can be graded. But let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So can you explain some of those codes? What are they doing and what are they expected to perform? Explain it.
So I first said, sorry, I first said on start, you should show the LED. So once I just press this button, it shows the LED, and then wait for 2 minutes. The reason why it's like doing that, it's the sound is coming out of it because I've already put the program that that if sound level is above 120, then play tone high B or 1 beat. So that's why it's saying that. I also said that for forever, if the sound level is above 120, it will show the icon X else. But if negative, show icon true. I mean correct. So then okay, I've already explained that one. Then the last 3 ones were I said that if on the logo touched, it will show the icon. Let me try and do that one now. This one I actually connected it to my. I connected it to my what do you call this thing? Microbit. So then I said it should wait for 2 seconds. Then it should clear the screen. And the final codes I wrote were that on button A pressed, you should play this melody at a tempo of 203 BPM. Then when you press button B, you should play sound mysterious until done.
Oh, that is a very good project. That's a very good presentation, and I believe you understand. So you can see that by explaining it yourself, you can even understand what it is doing. So I will expect you to explore more and more of it. You see that we only took just a few of them. We talked about basic, we talked about inputs, music, and also logic. So those are the only 4 things we actually touched upon. And you can see that there are so many other things that are available. We have variables, we have loops, we have radio, we have LED, we have math. Even when you go to advanced, you are going to see some other codes that can be used. So I would just like us to explore it. I would like us to explore it. So those are only with microbit alone, even without the robots. There are so many things you can do with just the microbit alone. You can connect it with other peripheral devices like speakers. You can connect it to some rotors to perform some other functions. So it is much more versatile than mainly what we are using it to do right now. It's much more versatile than that. So I would like us to explore all the possible things, what possible things it can do. But aside that, what we are here for is for the robotic aspect, how we can write a code to power our robot car. I would like every one of us to submit our assignments, submit it to the Google Classroom. Yes. Daniel, you said you have a question. Go ahead. Is Daniel with us? Hello, Daniel.
Yes.
Daniel Shamshedi, you said you have a question. Daniel Shamshedi.
I sent it in the chat.
It's more of the no, I'm looking for what people can do. Link to Google Classroom. Just first interview. Wait. Again, no, you're not going to.
Break the translation. I had to sort out some things. Please bear with me.
All right, so I'm sorry for the break in transmission. Sorry. All right, so can we proceed now? Yeah, before I went out, Daniel Samshedi, he told me he has a question. So Daniel, can you go ahead? Is he still in the class? Daniel Samshedi, can you go ahead? Okay, so let's just move on. I mentioned the fact that I need you guys to join the Google Classroom, so please. Okay, I can see your question now. Okay. They said when you choose 2 seconds for the time, it always changes to 2000. Yes, it is not going to write 2000. It measures it in milliseconds. So when you say 1 second, that is 1000 milliseconds or microseconds. When you say 2000, 2 seconds, that is 2000 microseconds. So that is how it measures. It measures a second in thousands. So 1 second is 1000 milliseconds, and 2 seconds is 2000 milliseconds. Is that okay? So that's how it works. All right. So okay, you can only chat. All right, no problem. So I'll be looking forward to your chats. All right. So like I mentioned the fact that we all need to join the Google Classroom. So if you are yet to join the Google Classroom, please join the Google Classroom. And secondly, there are assignments that have been posted on the Google Classroom, and everything is cumulative. That is, at the end of this session, at the end of the training session, we are going to add up the scores, and that is what is going to be like a point that we are going to give back to you before you get your certificate. So please try as much as possible to attempt those questions. They are very simple questions that you can do. We are not going to give you something that is difficult. All right. So let's begin with the robot car for today. The time is already fast spent. So I have the car right here with me. I don't know if you can see it. Can you all see it, please? So let me spotlight myself. Okay. So I have my robot car right here with me. Is it? And I want to believe that every one of us have already assembled it. So have we all assembled it? Please
Yes.
unmute yourself and tell me, have you assembled it? Forbid.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Forbid says yes. What of Amzi and Jetta? Are you with your laptop now?
Yes.
Okay, please, Amzi and Jetta, you guys have not joined the Google Classroom. I'm going to post the link again. I'm going to post the link. Join the Google Classroom. Every one of you, if you are not in the Google Classroom yet, please join the classroom. You have to use your Gmail account to join. When you click on the link, you have to join with your Gmail account. That's very, very important.
My Google Classroom is still loading.
Please, every one of you needs to join. Everybody needs to be there. If you are not there, please join. Because I'm going to be posting information there. I've sent it again. I've posted it again. So I'm going to be sending information there. That is where you get access to all information. So please try to join. Try to join. Okay. And assignments, everything like that, they will all be posted in the Google Classroom. So it's better you join. Okay, so please try to join as I explain.
It is still loading.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Please, everybody, just make sure you join. So while I'm explaining, I think I think you can still join. So this, as I was asking before, have we all assembled your robot? Have you all assembled it? Hello? Have you all been able to assemble your robot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Amzi, you have assembled. Kobid, he said yes. Daniel Oyubo Ade, he said yes. David and Daniel Shamshedi, have you been able to assemble?
So I've not.
Okay, please try to assemble it. Because actually, I was expecting you guys to have assembled it. Because if you check one of the links I sent in the Google Classroom, that is what number is that? That's number 5. You will see the explanation on how to assemble the robot. So I intentionally put it there. So Amzi said he has also assembled. Amzi, please, can you rename yourself to your proper name? I'm saying Amzi here. So I have Amzi and Jetta. So I need to see Amzi and Jetta. So change it to Amzi and Jetta. All right. So Amzi and Jetta, Daniel is here, David is here, the 2 Daniels, okay. And Kobid is also here. Okay. I'm also expecting one more person. We are waiting on one more person. That's not the Onyem Machi, right? Right. Okay. So please, if you have not assembled it, please try to assemble it. So let me try to explain some of the parts or components of this robot. Some things that we are going to be working with. Number 1, when you look at the front of the robot, one of the glaring things you can see easily is that it has 2 lights. Can you see it? Where my hands are, where my fingers are. Can you see that, please? So the 2 I'm touching, they are like the headlamps. So they are like headlamps. So we are going to be writing codes to control them. These lights right here. Then apart from that, we also have these 2 in front that looks like speakers. You can see where I'm touching right now. So they are not actually speakers. They are called ultrasonic sensors. Ultrasonic sensors. They measure distances or they sense if something is in front of them by sending out sound wave. So when they send out the sound wave, if something is in front of them, it will bounce back. And when it bounces back, they measure the distance from where they are to where that object is. Just like when you go to an empty room, a very big room that is empty, and you shout, you are going to hear echo of your voice. So that's basically what this ultrasonic.
What is the name of the light?
So that's what it measures. This ultrasonic sensor. That's what they measure. These 2 in front, this other one I talked about before, they are just lights. They are like headlamp. So we are going to talk about it later. They are RGB lights. RGB means red, green, and blue. Red, green, and blue. So they are RGB lights. So red, green, and blue. So we have this ultrasonic sensor here with it as well. Now, if you look in front of this ultrasonic sensor, I hope you can see clearly. You see this black thing we are pointing at. This black object. Can you see that? Can you see it? This black object right here in front where I'm pointing to. So that black object right there is the IR sensor, is the infrared sensor, and it works with the remote that came with your car. You know there is a remote that came with it, this remote. So that IR sensor works with it. It's like where you control the car. Okay. So we'll talk about that later. So that is the IR sensor. That's what it does. Now, at the back of the IR sensor, at the back of this IR sensor, you will see one tiny circle like that. I hope you can see it. That's it. I might not be able to. I think my camera is not. So there's a tiny circle in between at the back of this IR sensor. A tiny circle right there. Can you see it, please? Just look at your robot. You should be able to see it. It's round. It's round. Very tiny. Yeah. So that is like the microphone. It senses sound. It's like a sound sensor. If there's any sound around, it senses it. It's like a microphone that picks up sound. Is that okay? All right. So now also, if you look at the side of your car, I'm talking about at the back, towards the back, close to the tires. You see these two objects here. You see this one and this second one right here. Two of them like color white. They're like white. They are the LED lights. They are also RGB lights, but they are LEDs. So can you see that? Where I'm pointing at?
Yes.
Hello guys, can you see it? So if you look at your car, you see those two also at the back, very close to the tires. So they are also lights that is going to light up. They are lights that we are going to light. So we use that one like a backlight for the car, like the rear light. So we have these two headlamps and we have these two at the back. So like rear lights. So now at the bottom of the car, we have another thing very close to the battery. Maybe you can see it. This bump very close to the battery right here, where I'm pointing at. Can you see that? So what I'm pointing to right now, that is like a speaker. That's a speaker for the car. You know, I told you yesterday that the micro:bit has its own speaker. The car also has its own speaker. So this is the micro:bit now. If you look at the micro:bit, if you look at the back of the micro:bit. Hello, can you hear me? So if you look at the back of the micro:bit also has its own kind of tiny speakers that makes noise. Look at the back. So the micro:bit also has its own tiny speaker that makes noise at the back. So, but we are not overly concerned with that of the micro:bit. We are concerned more about that of the car because we are going to be using that of the car for this course. So the micro:bit also has its own anyway, just so you know. Okay, and that's not the last thing. The last thing I'm going to show you is, look, there are two things very close to the tires. I hope you can see it. You see a blue and a black light right on two sides towards the battery. Let me try to point towards it. I hope you can see that. So very close to the battery, you see a blue and a black light. Can you see that? What I'm pointing at? So if you look at your robot, you see it. It's like blue and black together. They are on the left and the right hand side of the battery. So you see that there, the blue and black. Can you see that? Look at your robot. Can you see it?
Yes.
At the back, you see it at the back. So on either side. So those two, they are what we call line sensor. But we are likely going to talk about that towards the end of the class. I'm talking about towards the end when we are about to finish the class. That's when we are going to talk about it. And when we are talking about it, we talk about it with this particular sheet that came with this sheet of paper that came with your robot. This one. Yes. So I'm sure you all have it, right? I'm sure you all have it.
Yes.
Okay, so that is
Yes.
is a line tracker. It's a line tracker. Basically, what it does is that your car is going to follow this line, it's going to be following the line. And how it does it is that those two lights I just showed you now, the one on either side, those two at the back, what they do is that they try to stay on the white. They are both going to be seeing white lines. They are both going to be seeing white, but anytime they turn to inside and they see black, they will try to adjust themselves back. So that's basically what it does. That's what the function of those line trackers. That's what they do. So in case when we get to that stage and as we're writing the code, you might want to build a bigger one, maybe in your house, instead of using just this small paper. So what you're going to do is that you need to get a black tape, the small black tape. So you need to get a black tape and use it to make a track, and then it's going to function properly. So, but for now, this is what we are giving that we can work with easily. Okay, so how are we going to do this class? With all these things I've mentioned on the car, we are going to write programs to control each and every one of them. We are going to write programs to control each and every one of them. Now, let me mention this before we end. Hello, yes.
What is the name of the light?
Which light? Which light? There are three different lights. This one in front. This one in front. This one in front that you can call headlamp. You can call it headlamp, but it is a RGB light. It's RGB light. Is that okay? These are RGB lights. Red, green, blue. That's the meaning of RGB. There's another one. I showed you another one towards the back. These two towards the back. They are also RGB lights. Is that okay? They are also RGB lights. Then we have these ones at the bottom. They are not light because you're not going to see it. You are not going to see the light that they give out. They are simply sensors. They shoot out light beams in pulses. They shoot it out in pulses, but you will not see the light. It is only that particular sensor that can read the light. You might not be able to see the light. So what they do is that the name is a line tracker. That's the name. It's a line tracker, the left and the right. Is that okay? So they are line tracker. They follow lines.
Yes.
When you write the code for them. We only have two lights, one in front and one at the back. This third one is not a light. They're actually a line tracker, but they make use of light pulse to do what they want to do. Now, obviously you must have been wondering, your robot came with a remote controller. Now we are going to talk about this remote controller towards the end of today's class. Towards the end of today's class, we'll talk about this remote controller, and then we'll talk about an application you can put on your phone. You put the application on your phone, whether it is an Apple phone or Android phone, and you use that phone to control your robot. You can use it to turn on the light, turn off the light, make it turn, make it go forward, make it go backward, like a remote controller for the car. So we are going to talk about that Bluetooth controller for your phone and also the IR controller, this IR controller. So we have two things to control your robot. This IR controller and also the Bluetooth on your phone controller. Those are the two things we can use to control the car. Then apart from those ones, apart from those two, now you can write a code. You can write a code for the car to function. So that is what we are going to be exploring for a while. We writing code to see what the car can do. So now, I believe by now you should have your microbit. You should have your microbit connected to your robot car. So plug it into your robot car perfectly. You have not done that already. So make sure your microbit is connected to your robot car. This is what I mean. Make sure your microbit is connected to your robot car now. And then plug it in. Plug it into the USB cable. Plug it into the USB cable.
So,
All right.
because we not build it before, can we start building it as you're talking?
Okay, because it might take time for you to finish building it. This is what you are going to do. Let's just learn the codes. Let's learn the codes, and I believe that after the class, you can watch the video that explains how to build it.
You're recording the class.
Yes, I'm recording the class. Or yes, I'm recording the class. I will make the recording available after the class. Or you see that there is this small pamphlet. This small pamphlet came with the robot. So the assembly process is listed there. You can follow it to assemble it. But if you are still having some issues on how to assemble it, there's a link in the Google Classroom that I've put. That should be number 5, I think. Yes, number 5. So that link talks about how to assemble the robot. So you can either use this one or use that video to watch how to assemble it. Is that okay? So you can do that after the class. The video for today's class will be recorded, so you can watch this video after you have assembled the robot. But for today, let's write these codes and save them. So let's write the codes, save them, and then let's see what how we go from there. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So everybody, please make sure you have connected your USB to your microbit and it's prepared. So let's start. Let's start writing codes for the car. Now, let me share my screen. Please, I would like you to watch what I'm doing right now. I'm going to share my screen now. I'm sharing my screen right now. And something in particular that I would like us to do. I hope you can see my screen, please. Right? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. All right. So there is something in particular that I would like us to start with. So let's just go to, we are going to start with, I talked about the lights. I talked about the lights. So we talk about lights. We talk about sounds with the car. We are going to talk about the ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic sensor. We are going to talk about the movements, how to move the car around. And also we are going to talk about the line tracking software. So how to write the code for the line tracking software. So let's start with the lights. Let's start with the lights. How do we write a code for the lights and how does it operate? So I will click on new project. So everybody, I expect to click on new project. Please, everybody do that. So let's start with, let's say LED lights. LED lights and then create. So LED lights and then create. Have you done that? Have you all done that? Please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. It's important we discuss here. When I begin to tell you, when I begin to teach you, then you can mute yourself again. But for now, let's unmute. Have you done that, please?
Yes.
Okay. So now there's something very, very important we need to do, because you will not be able to control your robot without this extension. So I'm going to post a link to the chat now. Please look at the chat. I'm going to post a link to the chat now. That is the extension we are going to be using to add, to write code for the car. So look at the chat now, everybody. Look at the chat. I've posted it. So copy that code. Don't click on it. Don't click on it. Just copy it. Don't click on it. Don't click on it. Just copy it. Please, just copy it. Highlight it and copy. Have we done that? Or you can just right click on it. You can right click on the code and then select copy. Are we ready? Can we move on? Okay. Now, once you have copied the code, click on advanced. Click on advanced from your codes and then scroll down. You will see something that says extension. Extension. Click on that extension. So scroll down from your microbit and then select extension. Extension. Have we done that?
Yes.
Please, I want every one of us to go together. I don't want somebody to drag us back and say, I'm not understanding or I'm not following. Please, every one of us should follow. Have we all done that now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. If you have not done that, please let us know before we move on. All right. So once you have done that, you will notice that. You see now. And who is that? Who is that?
Amzi.
Amzi. So where are you now? Have you done that now? Have you done it now?
No.
Copy the code. Have you copied the code?
Yes.
And now go to the microbit. Go to the microbit. Are you there? And then scroll down. Scroll down from those codes. You can look at my Zoom to see what I'm doing. You can look at my Zoom to see what I'm doing. So scroll down, click on advanced. Advanced is the last thing there. So click on advanced. And when you click on advanced, it will show you extra options. So when you scroll down, you will see extensions. Have you seen it?
Yes.
And now click on that extension. Click on the extension. Have you done that?
Yes.
Now, everybody, what you're now going to do is that we are going to paste this, because if you notice, all the robots that they posted here, they are not the one we are working with. The one we are working with is tiny bits, but there's no tiny bit in this place. There's no tiny bit. So we need to add our own tiny bit. To do that, look at the top here that says search or enter project URL. Search or enter project URL. So paste that link I sent you. Paste the link I sent you now and press enter. Paste the link I sent you now and press enter. Paste that link in that search bar and press enter. Once you have pressed enter, you are going to see something that says tiny bit. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Now, paste the link in that search bar, that place that says search or enter project URL. Paste the link there and then you press enter after you have pasted the link. So once you have done that, you will see this tiny bit. It will bring up tiny bit. Have you seen it? Now, once you see the tiny bit, just click on the tiny bit. Click on the tiny bit. Click on the tiny bit to add it to our code. Once you click on the tiny bit, you will see two codes will be added. We have tiny bit and NeoPixel. We have tiny bit and NeoPixel. So before we move on, let me confirm that you guys have done that. So, have you all done it? If you have not done it, please let me know. Okay. Can you share your screen? Let me see the problem. Share your screen, please. Make it snappy. We don't have a lot of time. Share your screen. Aha. There's a click on the search now. Click on the search again. And by the way, Daniel, why are you using the online version? Why are you using the online version? Have you not downloaded it on your computer? Yes, you are not responding. Have you not downloaded it on your computer?
Yes, I've downloaded.
So why are you using the online version? You are expected to use the one you downloaded. See, let's be together, please. This is the second day of this training, and I believe the reason you are here is because you want me to teach you. So that means that when I give you instructions, I expect you to follow them. Now, the reason why I said you should use the online version, there's a reason. And some people have done that before, and I know that it causes issues. And what is the issue? Is that even if you do everything you have done, if you want to download it to your microbit, it will not work. Then you have to take us back again, and then I will have to start attending to you one by one, telling you how to do it. That's why I said use the offline version, download it on your computer and use that one. If you are using this online version, it's going to give you problems. So please, if you have downloaded the offline one, open that one. That's the one we are going to use, please. And then follow the same procedures as well. Okay, who else has not done it? Forbid. Have you been able to do it? Forbid, I can't hear you. You can use the chat. I can't hear you. Amzi, have you been able to do it?
No.
Okay, can you share your screen? Let me see what the problem is. What about David and Daniel? Have you been able to do it?
Remember that was still
David and Daniel, have you been able to add it? Okay, so you have done it. Okay, please quickly assemble the robot. Quickly assemble it. I hope you'll be able to do it. Okay, so Amzi, can you share your screen, please? Amzi, share your screen. Amzi, are you there? Amzi and Jetta, are you there? Okay. Kobid, can you share your screen? Share your screen. Let's see your screen, please. Kobid. Kobid, share your screen. While we are waiting for Kobid, maybe Daniel Oyinboade. Daniel Oyinboade, have you opened your offline one?
Yes.
Now open it and share your screen now. So if you are ready, you can share your screen, please. And share your screen. For Daniel and David Shamshedi, if you have any problem, please let me know. So you can see that now. Is it working now, Daniel? Can you see it now that it is working? Abi?
Yes.
So now this is just one of the reasons why I said you should use the offline version. The online version was giving you problems. Now you can see this now. This is just one of the reasons. There are many reasons. So just click on this tiny bit. Click on the tiny bit to add it. Click on the tiny bit to add it to your blocks. So you will see two blocks to be added. You will see tiny bit and no pixel that will be added. Just hold on. Okay, can you see them now? Tiny bit and new pixel. So if you click on the new pixel, you see more. You will see more under it. You see more under new pixel. So there are still more codes under the new pixel. So we are going to be using all those things to write the code for our robots. All right. I think that's okay. For Amzi Kobid, Amzi Jetta Kobid, if you are ready, you can share your screen. Now, for David Shamshedi and Daniel Shamshedi, do you have any problems with this assembly? Do you need any assistance? So what's the problem? Can you let me see it? Point it towards the camera. Let me see.
Look for the piece.
Please unmute yourself.
That is.
Wow. I'm guessing. Okay. That is actually supposed to be on top of your. Oh, you know what, David and Daniel, I think we need to assemble it after the class. We might not be able to attend to that now. You need to assemble it after the class because we are going to start the code. So please just write your code and save them. Write your code and save them. Then after the class, you can test those codes on your robots. So please do that because okay, because you need to watch the video anyway. You need to watch the video. That is not how to assemble it. That is not how to do that. That is not how to do that. Daniel, I can see your screen. That is not how to do it. That is not how to do it. Please watch the video after the class. It's number 5. Yes, in the Google Classroom, you see it's number 5. It's going to give you how to assemble the robot. Okay, so guys, let's start now. Let's start. So let me share my screen and let's begin writing code. Okay, so I want to believe that everybody has added the tiny bit and the new pixel. So once you have done that, the first thing I want us to start with is the normal things we did yesterday. So the normal things we did yesterday, let's say something like let me just put a art. Let me show an icon of art, something like that. And then on this forever, I want to put on my big light. So please, like I said, make sure you connect. And okay, also for Daniel and David Shamshedi, please listen attentively. You can put your microbit, connect your microbit. Let me do this. Let me show my video. Can you see me, please? Hold on, give me a moment. Let me show you what I'm saying. This is for David and Daniel Shamshedi, so that you can work with us today as well. Let me just spotlight. Okay, so this is what I want you to do, David and Daniel Shamshedi. Now, this is the micro:bit. This is the micro:bit controller, and this is the robot car. Now, if you look at the robot car and the micro:bit controller, there is actually a place where you can plug in your micro:bit. It's at the top of the car, so you can plug in the micro:bit right there. You see a slot right there. I can plug it and then you push it in. You can see what I just did now. So push it in. So you slot in your micro:bit into that place. So then after you have done that, you connect your micro:bit properly with the USB. How you've always worked. So you connect your USB to it directly. So how you've always done. Please do that. So that you can also work with the car. So please do that. Do you understand what I said? Okay, so please do that. Just connect it to the car. Or every other thing will still work, irrespective of the assembly. So every other thing will still work. So please do that right now. Do that right now. Now, let me go back to sharing my screen. Now, as I was saying, everybody, so please look up, please. Look up. This is the first thing I want you to do. Look at my screen before you do anything. Just look at my screen. I want us to write a code for this, the headlamp, the one in front. So this big bulb in front of the robot, there's a code for it, and the code is under the tiny bit. So you go to your tiny bit, now, and you see this second one that says RGB car big value off. RGB car big value off. So select it and put it in your forever. Now choose. When you click on that arrow beside that off, choose any color you want. So choose any color you want. So everybody go ahead and do that. RGB car, big value. So set it to any color you like. Don't use off. If you use off, it will not come on. If you use off, it will not come on. So if you use off, it will not come on. Very important. All right. So okay. So are we together? Are we together? Have we all done that? Daniel, David,
Yes, sir.
Daniel. Okay, now download it to your micro:bit. Just click on download now, and let's see what happens. Download it to your micro:bit. So I'm expecting it to show the icon on the micro:bit, and then put on the light of the big headlamp. That's what I'm expecting it to do. So try it, everybody. Just click on the download and give it a moment to install. So mine is working now. Mine is working perfectly. I have the blue light I selected. So this is the blue light I selected. You can see that. That's my blue light. And also my micro:bit. Very good, very good, very good. So Daniel, when you go ahead, is it working?
Yes.
Let me see. It's pointing to the camera. Let me see. Okay, very good. Daniel Shamseti, what about you? Can you point to the camera? Oh, very good. Who else do we have here?
So have you seen mine?
Yes, I've seen it, Daniel. Okay. Amzi, are you there? Amzi,
Yes, sir.
did it work?
What did you say, sir?
I said, did it work? Did it work?
Yes.
Okay, please put on your video. Let me see it. Put on your video. Let me see it. I can't. Okay. Amzi, can you show us the robot? Let's see it. Is it working? It's not working. You are muted. You have muted yourself, so we can't communicate with you. So
The
you,
robot is not working.
what did you say? It's not working. What did you say?
It's not working.
When you click on download, did you click on download? Amzi, why do you keep muting yourself? We want to attend to your issue, so please unmute. Did you click on download?
Mm.
You know what? Share your screen, please, Amzi. Share your screen. Let me see what you have done. Share your screen. So now, while Amzi is going to be sharing the screen, I want you guys to test out different colors. Now, if you remember what we did yesterday, we gave different icons. We gave you the time. So can you do that also? Can you give each color a time? Maybe if you use color blue now, give it like 2 seconds or 1 second. Then put another color, give it time. Put another color, give it time. And then download it and let's see if it works also. So these are the things I want you to try on your own. So try to put the time for each color, then download it and let's see. Forbid, is it working? Forbid, is it working? I can't hear you, Forbid, though. I can't hear you. Okay, Forbid is working. Okay, very good, very good, very good. So we are waiting for Amzi. Amzi, can you share your screen? You are muted. You muted yourself. You off your video. Does that mean that we should go on? Amzi, should we go on?
When we have done it, should we show you?
Yes, you can download it and show me. Download it also and show me. But I want the first one to work. If the first one works, then we can continue to progress. Because if it doesn't work now, by the time we start writing more codes tomorrow, how do we know it's going to work? So please let us solve the issue now. And that is the reason why I'm asking Amzi. Can you share your screen? Your video is off, your audio is muted. Hello, Amzi. Hello, Amzi, are you there? All right, so I think let's move on then. Let's move on.
So should I show you now? But I need to
Okay.
download this first.
Okay. So like I said, you just go to your basic, add extra time for each one, and then test it out.
I just finished downloading now.
Okay, so you should be changing the colors now.
So can you look at?
So can you see it change?
Yes, I can see it. I can see it. What about you, Daniel? Yes, I can see it, Daniel. I can see it. So okay, right, that's good. That's good. So each of them should have their own time so that it can work perfectly. Each of them should have their own time. Even the last color should have its time. So the first color will have its time, second color will have its time, third will have its time, fourth one, fifth one, as many as you want to do. And then once you click on the download, you start changing colors. Now, I guess we have gotten how to write a code for the headlamp, if I'm correct. Am I right?
Wait, sir, you said that the headlamp can also be called IGP lamp. IGP line.
Yes, RGB. Yes, it can also is the RGB now. RGB light. Is red. The meaning is red, green, blue. If you look at it carefully, it actually has three. I don't know if there's a way you can take notes. If you place it in front
Daniel
of
has
you,
done now.
yeah, you will notice that it has three lights: red, green, and blue. Actually, so if you say yellow, yellow is not actually going to show you a color yellow. What it's going to do is that it's going to mix the color together to show you what yellow is. Now, that is where we are going to now. Please, I hope you can all hear me. That is where we are going to now. So let's talk about these other colors. I told you that the main thing is it is just RGB, and RGB means red, green, blue. Am I correct? That's what I told you, right? Okay, now I'll show you something now. I will share my screen now. So when we say RGB, let me show you what RGB means right here. So RGB is a simple color code. It simply means red, green, and blue. Oh, aha. So this is it right here. Can you see the right hand side? Look at the right hand side. This place here. Do you see that? RGB color model. So basically, it is just color red, color green, and color blue. Now, when you mix the color red and the color green together, from there you can get the color blue. Let me try to enlarge the image so that you can see. Let me get a bigger image to show you. I think this one. Right. So can you see this now, everybody? Hello, can you see it?
Yes,
Please
sir.
unmute yourself. So we have this red, green, and blue. Those are the only three lights that your robot has. Even the one at the back, even the small one at the back, which we still see, only those three lights. But there is a way it can combine those three lights to give you other colors. So for now, let's take this simple one that has red, green, and blue. When you mix the red and the green together, you can actually have color yellow. When you mix the red and the blue together, you can begin to have color purple. Is that okay? When you mix the green and the blue together, you can see color cyan, color cyan. And when you mix the three of them together, you can get color white. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can actually get any color. You can get any color provided you know the value of red, green, and blue. Now, take note of this. The value of red, green, and blue, it ranges from 0 to 255. From 0 to 255. What did I say?
Please, can you repeat again?
From
I said
0 to 155.
So the values of RGB, it ranges from 0 to 255. So let me show you a better one that will explain it better. So I believe you can see this one now. Can you see this particular one? You can see the color very well. Let me try to enlarge it. So can you see this now?
Yes, sir.
So red, green, and blue. You can see red at the top, green here, blue. So when you say red, red is the first one, and it is 0, the blue will be 0. This does mean 25500. For the color green, it is the second one, which is 0, red will be 0, green will be 255, and blue will be 0. For the one of color blue, right here, red is 0, green is 0, but blue is 255, which is the highest. Now, by the time you begin to mix them together, you can get other colors. You can see this one of magenta. So who can tell me what the value of magenta is from this chart?
300.
Who can tell me? Yeah, anybody?
So I said 300.
No, it's not 300. I'm talking about the ones at the bottom, the one that have 3 numbers. That one is the 300 is just degrees. It's just degrees from 0 to something degrees. So I'm talking about these numbers under it. It is not just 255. There are 3 numbers. What are the 3 numbers? Red, green, blue.
2550, 255.
What is that? The red go to be 0 and the blue is going to be 255. So let us test it if we can actually see this color. So go back to your code now. Now, the question is, how are we going to write magenta 2550 How are we going to do that? It's very, very simple.
Red
Now,
and
this is what
blue.
you do. Go back to your tiny bit, and you see this one, this third one. It says RGB car. Please listen. It has RGB car B2. So you have value 1, value 2, value 3. Select that one now and put it there. So now let's test it. We have 255, 0, and 255. So let's test it. If you are going to see magenta. Also, you need to give it its time. So give it its time too and test it out. So let's do that now. When you do that, download it and test. Download it and test if you can see the color magenta 2550 I'm downloading mine now. Let me see. Oh, mine is working beautifully. Mine is a green, blue, magenta. Green, blue, magenta. That's it. It's working beautifully. I might not be able to see it, but this is it.
No, wait.
My color magenta is working perfectly.
You know what?
So
let so that the magenta will be shown.
Now, there is a way you can actually see it very well. You can place that light in front of your hand. When you place the robot light in front of your hand, you can see the two colors that they are just mixing together. It's just mixing the two colors together. You'll be able to see it.
Can you see it?
It's red, green, and blue. That's why it's called RGB.
Yes, if you place it right in front of your hand, you can actually see. You can see the two colors.
Can you see it?
You can actually see the two colors. If you place it in front of your hand, I don't know if you can see this. You will see that the two colors are actually mixed together. You can test it out. You see that the colors are mixed together. Yes, so try it too. Try it.
Yeah, sure. Show it.
So let me see what you guys have done. Okay, very good.
Is it?
Yeah, I can see that. Yes, red and blue, correct. Red and blue. Because we said red should be 255, blue should be 255, but green we set it to 0. So that's basically how you can get different colors. So now I want us to do something now. Let's add one more color. So everybody, I want you to add one more color of your choice using the RGB values. So that means you need to go to your browser and then search for a color. This is how you are going to do it. Just go to your browser and you can search for something like this. So for me, I can say it's very simple anyway. You can just say, for instance, if you are looking for color pink, for instance, you can just say RGB pink, and to show you the pink color code for RGB color code for pink. So if I scroll down, I think I should be able to see it. So this is it right here. I've seen the one for pink right here. It says 255 192 203. So that's the one I have for pink right here. 255 192 203.
No.
So you can check your colors. You can check for any color of your choice. So I want you guys to also do that. So look for any color of your choice that you want, and then add the color code. Go ahead. Look for the value of your color.
And now.
This is the value now.
So go ahead and do yours. Go ahead and do yours, and then surprise me. Surprise me. Go ahead and do yours and surprise me.
What you said.
I'll put the value again.
But the value is again. 255.
We have. Can you see C1 255 229 124 25 255 229 255. Oh yeah. Leave that place. Yellow. That's the value of yellow. 255. Okay. Create that. Yeah. No, continue. Remove this.
Okay. So I'm done with mine now. I'm done with my pink now. And to be candid, I can see my color pink. Red, green, blue, cyan, and pink. Yes. So I would like you guys to also do yours now. When we are done, just show us through the video. Show it to us through the video. Let's see what you have done. Amzi and Jetta. Are you still with us? Amzi and Jetta, are you with us?
And my internet is not messing up. Is not.
Okay, your internet is not working very well.
Yes.
Oh, so sorry about that. But don't worry, the video is going to be provided immediately after the class, so you can watch it again. Is that okay?
Yes.
If there's any place you missed, you can always watch it again. Yes, Daniel, you have a question. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
How we supposed to
I don't understand you. How are you supposed to do what?
like, for example, if we
Please, maybe your brother should ask. I couldn't hear you very well. It's kind of breaking.
or a color like maroon.
Okay. Yes, that's what I said. You can always search. Just go and search for it. So just search for RGB for maroon, like that. You can just search. Yeah. You can always search for whatever color you are looking for. In fact, there are some colors that you don't even know about, but you can understand it by just playing around with those numbers. So any number, you can just play around with numbers of your choice to make any color. So you can do that. So for that maroon now, let me see. I have maroon here. Maroon, yes. I've seen that on maroon. I have 12800. So maroon is 12800. That's it. 12800. So if I try that, let me see. 12800. So I think maroon is a kind of deep red, like dark red kind of. I think that's what maroon is. So let's see. You should be able to give us maroon as well. Like red that is not so bright, deep and dark kind of. That's maroon. So let's see if it can actually give us that color. Yes, it did. I've been tested it. It did. It worked for me. I can see that. I can see that.
R is filling and what
Okay.
But now it's only. But now they are put.
They are now using those.
Now they are only using the front. They have put the other ones to zero. So it's not showing. So green is zero and blue is zero. It's only red.
Okay. Now, I want us to move from. You remember, this is the only lights that we have. This is not the only lights that we have. So let's move on from here. Let's talk about the other lights at the back as well. There's another light at the back that we can write a code for. Now, for that one needs, please listen attentively. That one needs a kind of special attention. To do that one, the first thing you need to do for that one is that you need to first clear anything first. If you want to start drawing something, you need to first rub off anything that somebody else have done. So that's the first thing you need to do. And to do that, we are going to do that in your on start. You will do that in your on start. So go to your new pixel. Everybody, go to your new pixel, and then you see something that says strip clear. Strip clear. Go to new pixel and select strip clear. Strip clear. Then put it under the show icon. Put it under that show icon you used on start. Strip clear. Now this is what you are going to do. This is what you are going to do. Remove that strip clear. We are not using. Remove that strip. We are not using the strip. Remove it. Are you with me?
Yes,
So
sir.
put the strip clear under your show icon on start. but remove that strip. We're not using the strip, remove it. Then you now go to your tiny bit. Go to your tiny bit now. You see the first one in your tiny bit that says RGB car program. RGB car program. Select it. Select the RGB car program and put it in that place where the strip clear was before. Put it there. So now you now have RGB car program clear. That's what you are going to use. So we are going to clear it first. So that's the name of that other light. That's the name of the other light, the RGB car program. The one for the headlamp. Download as out. No, we are not finished. We have not finished. We have not finished. We have just cleared the board. You have not written anything on the board. So after we have cleared the board, the next thing you need to do is now we need to draw, right? So it's like you need to prepare to draw. So you go back to that new pixel again and you select strip show. Strip show. Select the strip show and put it there. Strip show. Put it under that RGB car program clear. Now, like we just did now, remove the strip and replace it with RGB car program. Remove the strip and replace it with RGB car program. So what you have now is RGB car program clear, RGB car program show. RGB car program clear, RGB car program show. So you have that now.
No.
Yes, sir.
Now, have you done that now?
Yes, sir.
Daniel Oyebade, have you done that?
Yeah, I'm doing that on throughout.
Okay. Kobi Dalau, have you done it?
Go to tiny bit.
Okay. Please send the chat. I can't hear you. Kobi. Okay, very good. Daniel, good. Okay, all right. So let's move on now. Now, after we have done that, that's not where we are going to stop. After we have cleared the RGB car program and we are ready to show it, the question now is, what do you want to show? So, like I told you that this one is more complicated somehow. So, what do you want to show? So, but before we show it now, let's go and get another forever. Let's go and get another forever. A basic. Go to your basic and select a forever block. Go to your basic and select forever block. Go to your basic and select forever block. Now, after you have done that, let's now write the code that will make it common. Now, you know what I want us to do? I want us to do the same thing we did for this big light, for the headlamp. I want us to use the same colors. So let's start with the first one we did, the red, green, blue. Let's start with that first one. To do that, go to your new pixel again. Go to your new pixel. This time around, you will now select the strip that says strip show color red. You see something that says strip show color red. So select it. Strip show color red. Put it in your forever. Now, like we did before, remove the strip, and replace it with RGB car program. So that's what you need to do. Remove the strip, replace it with RGB car program. So you have forever RGB car program show color red. Then let's now do the same thing we did. Put the time, give it time as well, like the previous one. So let's just duplicate it as well. Give it time. Now, once you are done with that, the next thing I want you to do, the next thing I want us to do is to do his own RGB too. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But before we do that, just try it out. Try different colors out first. And then I will now show you later how to do the RGB for it as well. So I'm ready. I don't know if you are ready as well. You can check my screen to see what I'm talking about. So I've done the one for RGB cap program. So you can download it to test if it works. So always take note. You need to first clear it on start. If you're going to make use of it, you need to first clear it on start, then show it on start before you now start writing codes for it. Okay, mine is ready and it is working perfectly. Mine is ready and it's working perfectly. I don't know if you can see, guys. The light is coming on. That's it. And the light is coming on. The light at the back. Red, green, blue.
So it's working for me.
Exactly. Very good. Very good. Very good. So who else wants to confirm that it is working? Who else wants to confirm? So please, you can just send in the chat. Okay, it's working. I can see that, Daniel. Is the color changing? Is the color changing? I want you to write a code for you to change colors. So use different colors. Like we did before, give it time. Use a color, give it time, and then keep changing it. Have we all done that? Wow, our time is already fast spent. Okay, because we have a lot of things to do. Okay, you know what? So that we don't waste time. Let me show you now how to do the RGB for this particular one now. So let me show you how to do it. Please look at my Zoom. I'm going to show you now. I'm working on this forever in the middle. That's the RGB card program. You can see I've already done red, green, blue. Now I want to do this one on this side. I want to do the same thing I did here. This RGB car big value. And so to do that one, it's actually quite simple. It's still the same thing we did before that we are going to do. You go to your new pixel, select the strip show color, remove the strip, replace it with the RGB car program. Now, to now add the other ones here. To do that, just go to new pixel. You click on new pixel. The moment you click on new pixel, you will see more. It will show you more under it. More under new pixel. So click on that more. When you click on that more, you will now scroll down. You will scroll down. When you scroll down, you will see something that says red, green, blue. Red, green, blue at the bottom. So select the red, green, blue and put it on that color. On the color you want to replace. So put it on it like that. Let me adjust this. So this is what I'm saying. So just put the color on top of this. Please, if you are looking at my screen, I want you to look at it now so you can see what I'm saying. So put the color right on the color to replace it. Then you can continue your code. So that's basically how to do that one too.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to duplicate the same thing I did before. 550255. One, 2, 8, 7, 0. So just play around with yours as well. Play around with yours as well. If you do it uniformly, that both of them look alike, you can actually there's actually a way you can just see that both of them will lighten up at the same time with the same colors. You do it very well. Okay. That's my code. And if I download it, I expect it to work perfectly. That's LED lights. Okay. Yes, my code is working flawlessly. I don't know if you can see this. They are giving her the same light at the same time, same light. You can see my same light because I wrote the same code for them. So it's working perfectly, flawlessly. Yes. So have we been able to do that? Have we been able to duplicate it?
Yes, sir.
Please send in your chat. If you can't speak, you can send in your chat. Let me confirm. Kobi Dalao, Daniel Samsedi, Amzi. So please confirm. Confirm.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So please, I want you to show it to us. Show what you have done to us. Oh, very good. I can see Daniel Yobade. Okay. Is it changing colors, Daniel? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Is it changing colors? What did you say? Please repeat yourself. What about the second one? It's not changing color. Okay, so let me see. Okay, let me see now. David Shamshedi, is yours working?
Yes, sir. Let me show you.
Perfect. Okay, I can see it. That's nice. Is it changing colors?
Yes, it's changing.
Okay, I've seen it now. Good. Okay, so David, Daniel Oyibade, can you share your screen? Let me see your code so that we can correct it. Share your screen. Share your screen. Let me see your code. You must have made a mistake somewhere.
Share your screen.
Okay. Okay. Clear show. Okay. That one is okay now. But for the forever, you didn't put anything there. Hello, Daniel.
Yes.
Look at that. Why did you remove the code for the forever? There is one forever. There is another forever. There are two forevers that we did. One is for the headlamp. The other one is for the small one. So go back to your basic. Go back to your basic and get another forever. Go back to your basic. Get another forever. Now put all the RGB inside that one. Okay. Now, wait. Let me see. The last one, does it have time? The last code, that one, does it have time?
Yes, that's time.
Okay. So now, this RGB car program, show color red. No, it doesn't have time. You just wrote cyan. You just wrote cyan. It doesn't have time. There's supposed to be a time for cyan too. But if you don't put time, you won't see it. You have to give that cyan time too. If you don't give it time, it just disappear. I'm talking about the cyan. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me do this. Accept the control. Accept what I just asked now. Okay. So don't press anything. Don't press anything. Don't press anything. Okay, so I'm talking about this one. It's also, this is one code. This is another code. So you have to arrange your code perfectly to be able to read them. This one code, this another code. Okay. So for this one now, you can see that this one is also part of the ones here. It's part of them. And also, it should also have its time. It should also have its time. Like that. Then, next thing is this one. So this is what I wanted you to do. This is what I said. I said, the same thing you did here. You have pinkish, red, white, cyan. So for this one now, I don't think there's pinkish for this RGB car program. Or does it have pink? There's no pink. So there's no pink. That means you have to create his own pink for it. Do you understand me? So to create the pink, you have to use this one, this RGB. Yeah, that's what you use. So what is the RGB code for pink? Then you go to your browser to get it. Hey, sorry. Hold on, please. I've moved it too far. So you need to go to your browser to find out what is pink. Then you put the values for it in this place. Then give you the time. Then the next one is red. I think red is, we already have red. Red is already available. We already have red. Okay, and the time also. Let me just show you this one. Then you can do the others on your own. So the time is the next. And after the time, we have the next one, which is color red. So for this one, I don't think for color red we need this one. Red is already there. So the next thing now is the time again. I want the two of them to work together to give out the same result. So you have red again, which is the next thing. So after red, you have white. You have white. So that means you have to get this one again. Do you understand me, Daniel, what I'm doing?
Yes.
So you have to. So the next thing is white now. So does this one have white? I think it should have. It has white. So select the white. So anyone that doesn't have, you are going to make use of this RGB to search for it. That's basically what I'm saying. So continue it, and then when you finish it, you save it. So I'm handing over back to you.
So I have a question.
Yes, go ahead. So Daniel, continue. No, it's not a must. It's not a must. You can play around with it anyhow. It can change color. It can even work like a police light anyhow you want. So it's not a must they have the same output. Is that okay? All right. So I actually wanted to show you something using this light. So as we have done this on the light, we've done the one for the light. All the things we learned before, we can also do it. That's what I'm trying to say. And what do I mean by that? Let me share my screen. To show you what I mean. Now, you can see that we've talked about the big headlamp. We talked about the small one on start. Now, what about all these other things we learned before? Things like if you go to your input on button A pressed. What if you want to do something on A pressed? You want a particular light to show on button A press. I hope you know that you can also do that, right?
I do what?
So on button A press, if you use the input on button A press, that means when I press button A, maybe I want a particular light to show. Do you understand me? So these are kind of things that you can play around with. So for instance, for myself, I can do like this. A press. Maybe what should we do? Let me say. Okay, I will start with show icon. I can tell you to show an icon of this kind of shirt, like a shirt, and then play music. It can play a melody. After doing that, it can play a melody. So there are so many things you can do. You can play around with it. So you play that melody, and then I can put on the two lights. Let me start with the big light. Let's say color white, and then the small light as well, color white. So the small light as well, color white. So that means if I download this code now, anytime I press the button A on my microbit, it's supposed to respond with this kind of things to me. Do you get my point? So I want you guys to also play around with yours too. Do the button A, do the button B, do when it rotates. So the same thing we learned yesterday. Let's just build on it using this light now. So I think I've done mine now. Mine is working. It's working. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me share my video so you can see what I'm saying. So when I press this button A now, see what happens. It will play the sound and then hold on. So 1, 2, go. And then it will color white. That's it. So it just flashes color white and then goes back to normal. So that's basically some of the things you can do. Press color button A, when you press button B, when you tilt it, or so all those things you can always write a code for that, and that will lead us to the assignment I need you to do today. So please, okay, I think I also need to mention this as well. I need to mention this. Give me a moment, please. I want to show you something on the classwork. Please, everybody, watch this now. Watch this from the classroom. So I posted this classwork yesterday. We expected to do this one and answer these 3 questions. We are expected to do this first one. Only 3 people are in the class now. The others have not joined the class. Please join the class. Only 3 people have done. Oops. Okay. So only 3 people are in the class and others have not joined it. Please join in. That's for the first assignment. The second one, he said, what is the name of the first robot? And who invented it? So the second one, what are the core functions of a robot? You have to answer the question. Then the next one, what are the fields of learning in robotics engineering? And what are the kind of jobs that you can do after learning it? So those are the things I want you to research on. And the last one, this last one that says personal project. This one is not going to be only one. So the one for yesterday that we learned, you are supposed to submit it here. So like Daniel Shamshedi, you submitted yours in the stream, in the class stream, and I've removed it. So I expect you to submit it in this classwork here. This personal project. You submit the one for yesterday, then the one for today, you submit it here as well. Don't worry, I'm going to cumulate, add up everything, and then give you your assigned score. You can see that the score for this particular assignment, for personal project, is 100 points. It's 100 points. So it's 20 points per day. On Monday, 20 points. Tuesday, 20 points.
What is
Wednesday,
the assignment for today?
The assignment for today, I want you to write a code that's going to make use of the light using those inputs we talked about. So just like the input I talked about now, on A, on B, A and B, on tilt, on touching the microbit logo, all those kind of things. I want you to play around with it and give us something tangible that can work with the light. Is that okay? So I expect everybody to do that. And also, please join the Google Classroom. Join the classroom. I've sent the link multiple times. Join the classroom, please. Please make sure you join the classroom. It's very, very important. Let me post the link again to the classroom. I'm going to post it in the chat so that I can join. Please join the classroom if you have not done so. And I think, okay, so that's it. I posted the link now. Please try to join. Please try to join. That's where I'm going to be posting all the informations, the recordings of the class, and so on. That's where I'm going to be posting it. So please try as much as possible to let's work together to make this as seamless as possible. For those who are still having issues, to assemble the robot, to watch the videos and do some other things, please watch the videos I've posted. Also in the Google Classroom, you will see links to how to assemble the robot, how to work with the robot. All those things are available there. If only you join the Google Classroom, all those links are already available. So please try to do that as you can. And then, okay, I guess that is all that's all the information I want to give you for today. So do you have any questions, anybody? Any question? Please post your question. Please make sure you join the Google Classroom. Daniel, you have not joined the Google Classroom. Kobid Alao, you have not joined the Google Classroom. Who else? Amzi and Jetta, you have not joined the Google Classroom. So the 4 of you, please join the classroom so that you can get the latest information.